In today's video, I'm going to teach you how you can analyze your portfolio using Claude in Excel. This is super powerful. You can do things like ask Claude to provide you insights into your current stock portfolio. You can turn that data into graphs in a couple of simple prompts. You can do scenario mapping and analysis of what potential projections can look like. You can ask it to create you a plan and you can tailor that plan, and you can do so much more. With that being said, let's get straight into this with Claude in Excel. So you can see we're in Excel here and I have a download of my latest stock information. It is a couple weeks old when I pulled this from ComSec Pocket. What I want to do is select on Claude in the Home tab. This is Claude for Excel, so it is an additional paid add-in. And I'm simply going to ask it to connect my data to give me the latest market information. So I'm going to ask it to connect my shareholding to provide the latest market information and update the entire table so I can see my current profit, loss, and more. You can obviously make that prompt a bit better, but let's go ahead and hit enter. Now Claude is going to start analyzing the table that we have here. And it can see that we have 6 stocks, all of mine are for ComSec Pocket. It sees that this was last updated at the end of March, and it's going to start fetching the latest market information. So this can take a little bit of time, which is totally fine because it is doing so much already. You can see here, it is telling us what it's done. It has changed all of the values here. It's told us there is a delay with the web data that's pulled, but obviously it has now also given us an indication. If we scroll through, you can see it actually has input a range of formulas as well to give us the most up-to-date information around change, profit, and loss. What I'm going to ask it to do now is I'm going to ask it to analyze, and you guys can copy and paste this, analyze my portfolio's current performance, including total value gains and losses. I want it to identify trends or patterns in my holdings. I want it to highlight strengths and weaknesses in my portfolio. And then I'm going to ask it to suggest strategies to improve the performance over the next 5 years. And then what I want it to do is, once it's done all that analysis, present the analysis in a clear and concise summary with bullet points and, if possible, charts and tables. I am going to ask this to now jump onto the Opus, which is a stronger model, and let's go ahead and hit run. So as this is running, what you can see here is I've asked it to do a lot of analysis in really plain terms. This does go to the fact that, the better your prompt, the better the output. But now I understand what I want, which is an overall analysis of my stock portfolio. I want to know what's working well, where some possible pitfalls may be. I want it to give me, an analysis over the next 5 years, so build out a bit of a plan. And then I want it to show it to me in really simple data. You can see here, it's going to go through 5 or 6 different steps, and it may update this as it goes along. The first one is it's going to analyze our portfolio. Then it's going to build out a performance section. Then it's going to build a sector and allocation dividend analysis. So it's just started doing number 1. It's created a brand new tab at the bottom here, and you can see it's thinking away. This is super powerful. And of course, the more information you give it, the more questions you ask it, the better the output is going to be. But you can see my hands are here and Claude is just working away, building these things out in real time. For this video, I might cut a few bits and pieces so you don't watch all of the thinking. So I might skip over some of that. But really, you could have an analysis ready within 20-30 minutes, depending on how deep you want to go, and of course how many times and how many questions you do ask it. So you can see here right now it's got our current performance overview. It's going to grab some key metrics. It's just broken down all the different sectors that we are currently invested in, and it's giving us an estimated weight of how much is in a certain sector. What I can see straight away is that we have about 72% in the United States. So that might be a bit too US heavy. You can also see on the left-hand side here that it is majority, 52% about, is in technology. And it will give us a bit of a breakdown as well as to whether it is going to help us adjust or manipulate this, and some advice on what to do to make a more balanced portfolio. If the data does look a bit funny, I'm not adjusting it right now because I'm going to let Claude do everything, and then it should make this look a lot nicer. And if it doesn't, that will be the final step of, hey, make this a bit more presentable, because right now you can see everything's a bit squashed inside of its cells. So I wouldn't recommend changing it right now as Claude is building away, but change it once all the prompting is done. So let's go ahead and scroll down and see what else it's pulling out. And this is super cool because it's not only giving us the data, it is pulling out some strengths and some weaknesses, and it's also using color codes. So strengths obviously in green, and the weakness is in red. So it sort of makes it easy to understand. And you can see here, number one, extreme is in bold. It's saying that, you know, we have 78% of our portfolio in a single share. So, and it's saying a 20% drop in that will wipe out $6,000 of my portfolio. It is telling me that is a single index risk. And then it's also got some other details, like it's a US heavy portfolio. It has a lot of technology stock, which is variable to rate hikes, regulations, and corrections. So you can see here, it tells us what it's doing really well. And it's also telling us, and it's ordering them numbers 1 to 5 or 1 to 6, what its strongest and its weakest points are. And as it's building this out, you can see here, it's just readjusted those columns, which is why I said, go ahead and wait. Don't do that while it's building it, because Claude will update this for you. But you can see here in a couple of minutes, it is now built out, or it's building out a full portfolio analysis of an overview. It's giving us sector and geographic locations. It's giving us dividend income analysis. So it's estimating how much we're going to get back in our dividends. It's pulled out strengths, weaknesses. As we continue to go down, there was a graph that just popped up. Here are some risk metrics as well. So what are the risk metrics? And of course, what is, say, for example, our 5-year investment strategy? And it's broken it down into, say, 5 or 6 different points. You can go ahead and ask it to reanalyze or change some of these things around. But then it's also given us a bit of a suggested target allocation, a bit of a 5-year horizon breakdown. But this is so, like, it's doing this in real time, giving us so much information into, this stock portfolio. So this has gone ahead and built it out. It's also told me it's added 3 pie charts. Those will be over to the right-hand side, and let's scroll on up. So you can see here, there is a bit of an error that the pie charts haven't loaded. What I would say is, can you move the charts to a new tab? So I've just asked it to move the charts to a new tab and refresh it, because I have noticed sometimes the first charts that pop out, they are blank. But let's go ahead and ask it to just move those charts onto a new tab. Should make it easier for us to see, and of course refresh it. But the output here is quite phenomenal in that we now have a full breakdown of our current portfolio. And then if we look at the 5-year improvement strategy, it's given us a few fantastic tips as well, like reduce the concentration in the NDQ, add emerging markets. So it's given us some additional things to add, like the Vanguard or the IEM for additional exposure. Increase your bonds in, say, for example, CRED or VAF. So it's also saying other things that you can do to reduce your risk or improve your strategy over the next 5 years. As I've been walking you through this, what you'll see is that if we go to the chart section down the bottom, it's added a new tab, and it's pulling all of that data straight across and rebuilding those graphs for us. And you can see here, this is a really clear indication that 78% of our portfolio is allocated in NDQ. So it's really overinvested. You can see the current versus target allocation. In the next 5 years, it wants us to break down the allocation from being, 80% almost in NDQ to about 40%, which is the orange. And this should give us a bit more of a diversified and an even split. And as we scroll down just that little bit more, it also pulls out our current profit and loss by holdings. And we can see here, and it's also added in our dividend income. As it's building this out, what you'll notice is that those charts may go blank. Once it's done, you can always ask it to refresh the data to make sure those charts do appear. But that is one bug I have noticed in the past couple of days, that if the chart disappears, ask it to refresh the data and it brings that chart back up. But this is fantastic how easily we can create this, this information now and get analysis into our stock portfolio. So now that it's done, I'm going to tell it the charts are blank. Can you please refresh them? And I believe this will be fixed with future updates. But right now, this is essentially the one bug that I've noticed when you ask for charts. It may be white or it may not show. You simply just have to ask it to refresh that data. And it says here, the data is there. it just looks like it's being hidden by a row or a group, and it's just going to rebuild that for us. Awesome. So you can see that Claude has rebuilt it. It's put the data and the graphs back into the dashboard chart. The last thing I'm going to ask it to do for today is to build me a 5-year plan for investing $400 a month over the next 5 years to improve my portfolio performance. Also give me a graph that I can edit and play with on projected returns, so I can see if I'm making more or less. I can say, maybe it's a return of 5%, 10%, 20% per year, and do this on a new tab. And go ahead and hit enter. So it's not, so let's break down what we've done today. The first thing we did was we imported our stock holding from a few weeks ago and asked Claude to update the data. And you can see here it's got the latest market information, and then it's also created the formulas in here, so it gives us our latest values and profits and loss. We then got it to analyze our portfolio, and it's given us a range of information, including the performance overview, the sector and the geographies that we're located, dividend income analysis. Really cool. It's given us strengths, weaknesses, and risk metrics. And then it's got a 5-year improvement plan, as well as suggested targets. Oh, let's just jump there. Suggested target allocation over the next 5 years. This is cool, but I wanted more information, so I got it to build us a dashboard so we can easily see what is happening with our portfolio. And this is broken down into a couple of nice graphs, including our current portfolio allocation, where we can see a lot is invested in NDQ. We can see our current profits and losses, where that NDQ is actually brought in about $12,000 in profit. If we scroll down, we can also see our estimated annual dividend income. And of course, on the bottom left-hand corner, we have that 5-year plan, which is the current versus the target allocation over the next 5 years. Then I asked it to build out a more detailed 5-year plan, which it has done, or it's currently doing, in this tab down the bottom. We're going to say, and now it's going to tell us, go ahead and edit this. So maybe you want to add more than $400 a month. But right now I've told it if we add in $400 a month, for the next 5 years, what could that potentially look like? It's also given us a breakdown of the monthly allocation plan. So it's going to tell us put $60 here, $20 there, $60 here. You can see NDQ, because it is currently over indexed, it's actually said put $0, and it's told us the rationale behind every single one. As we scroll down a bit more and see this is still building it out, you can see our year-by-year portfolio projection. You can see the projected portfolio value by year, and it's building it out. But guys, this is crazy how quickly and easily you can do this now by asking it a few questions with that really basic subset of data that we started with. While it's building this, I also want to call out the fact that if we look at the monthly allocation, it's not only telling us the current accounts to put in investing in, it's actually added 2 new positions, and it's given us the rationale behind it. This one here, VGE, is an emerging market fund because it is an India, Southeast Asia growth. And then of course, VISM, this is an international small capital fund. And that's because it adds diversification and it has the projection of long-term outperformance. So really cool that it gives us also the rationale, and it doesn't just stick us to what we're currently invested in, but it also says, why don't you consider these other things as well? And here's how much you should put into them. Interestingly, it's actually added the largest percentage of our portfolio or our monthly payments into the 2 new emerging, into the 2 new offerings, 20% of each. You can see it's now fixed up, or it's fixing up the graph as I'm talking to you. But you can see here it's broken it down. It's telling us our current percentage, our new monthly allocation, and then what that breaks down to as a percentage here. As we scroll through, you can see here, it gives us projected valuations year by year, and then it shows us the allocation shift of where we are today in 5 years and what is our gap to attainment. And it also gives us the overall key performance outcomes or the projections over the next 5 years. One of the big things it calls out again is that the NDQ concentration will drop from 78% to about half of our portfolio, and we'll have about 13% added into our new diversifications. Then it gives us how we can actually use this sheet as well. So it's not only created for us, and of course we have the projected graph here. It tells us to do things like change the blue cells to test the scenarios. Everything will update instantly, and then of course the allocation sums will end up being 100%, and then it tells us 2 new plans that it has recommended. Let's go ahead, scroll up, and maybe if we adjust this to $100 a month, you can see here that all the targets actually have changed. If we change this to $950 a month, our total new capital revenue obviously jumps. All of our target percentages have changed. And then if we scroll down, all this information here updates as well, including that projected portfolio growth. I'm going to leave it there for today, but what you can see here is that we have built out in a matter of half an hour an analysis of our current portfolio. We've built a dashboard to show us what our portfolio currently looks like, and we've built out a 5-year investment plan that we can update with values as we go along. Of course, you can make this even more intricate as you add more questions and ask Claude to build more things, but that is how you can update your current, that is how you can analyze your stock portfolio using Claude in Excel. Of course, if you like this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. If you want to supercharge your computer, hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.